Hey guys, Dustin here, and this is Shin Megami Tensei 4 on my 3DS. For the uninitiated, Shin Megami Tensei is an RPG series, and it has multiple offshoots, including Shin Megami Nocturne, Devil Summoner, Persona, as well. I think there's even more. I personally am not too familiar with the Shin Megami Tensei series, so I will be reviewing this as kind of an outsider, but I do enjoy me some RPGs, so let's get started. The story starts out with you as a young man heading to the castle to try on a gauntlet. And by doing this, you are either chosen as a samurai, and of course you are chosen, you get a gauntlet, and the gauntlet is pretty cool. It's this kind of anachronism that I've yet to see in video games, where it is kind of high-tech gadgetry in in something that is what we would consider the past of like monarchies and castles and so forth. Although I guess technically there are monarchies in nowadays, but you get what I'm saying. Once you are chosen to become a samurai, you start training and you go into a part of the castle that is infested by demons. And this is pretty much where the story kicks off, and I'll leave it there because I don't want to spoil anything. The gameplay consists of you recruiting demons, and that's another thing about the Shin Megami Tensei series, is that it tends to appropriate religious figures and religious symbolism of from all over. It's kind of like the anime Evangelion in that way. So if you are sensitive to those sorts of topics, you may want to do some research before you pick this game up. But as you recruit these demons, you fill them in 3 slots that you have available to you. And that's where this series really shines, is the enemy design is really weird and not like anything that I've ever seen in video games. The graphics are pretty good. Everything looks hand-drawn. The character models are very anime-esque. They are very JRPG-ish. But what I do not like about the graphics are the fact that there's very little animation outside of when you are traveling through the dungeon. It's rendered in 3D, and it looks really good, but the enemies that you face are kind of made of this like blocky structure, and they only represent, like, this one is kind of like a man, this one is on all fours, so it's going to be like a beast type of monster that you fight, or this one's shaped like a bat, so it's going to be a flying monster that you fight. So, and even in the cutscenes, there's very little animation. So I was a little disappointed with that, but not too much, because there's a lot of game here, so that may be why. They may have had to cut some corners as far as how much they put on that cart because of the overall gameplay, that the dungeons that you get to go through. That may have been where they focused the development, and it shows. Because overall the gameplay is awesome, although it is incredibly unforgiving. I died multiple times beginning this game, but after you die a few times, it will give you the option of lowering the difficulty to an easier setting. So, although I did not do that, and I recommend that no one else does, because it gives it's a much more gratifying experience when you start to win on the intended difficulty. So guys, overall, like I said, I'm not a Mega 10 fan. I'm not too familiar with the series, but I came into this game pretty much blind. It's fantastic. I've enjoyed it profusely, and I totally recommend it for anyone thinking about picking it up. So guys, I'm Dustin for Classic Elite. I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next video.